project. This initiative, part of a national industrial complex environment improvement program led by the Korea Industrial Complex Corporation, was implemented for the first time this year in the selected complexes. A total of 300 billion won in national and municipal funds was allocated to each complex, enabling the renovation of over 60 facilities, including break rooms, showers, and dormitories, to create a more comfortable work environment. The Busan Cultural Center's 2025 Chamber Festival will showcase an array of chamber music performances from January the 4th until the 17th, featuring top-tier musicians from Korea and abroad. The festival will present 5 performances, ranging from programs by world-class artists to stages featuring young musicians poised to lead Busan's future music scene, offering a diverse celebration of chamber music. GS Engineering and Construction, GSENC for short, has launched Korea's first land-based smart salmon farm in Busan. GSENC held a completion ceremony for the Busan Smart Aquaculture Cluster in Gijang County today, officially commencing land-based salmon farming. The project, initiated in 2019 with government and city funding, involves GSENC as a private investor through its subsidiary Eco Aqua Farm. In international news, Russian President Vladimir Putin has stated that Russia should have initiated a full-scale invasion of Ukraine earlier and has been better prepared for the conflict. Speaking at his annual end-of-year press conference on Thursday local time, Putin reflected that in hindsight, quote-unquote, systemic preparation should have preceded the 2022 invasion, which he continues to describe as a quote-unquote special military operation. And now taking a quick look at the weather here. It's currently averaging 9 degrees Celsius in Busan City under a dry weather advisory. And that will have to do it for this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BEFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is Midday Mate with Nick Greenwood. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Our planet has some seriously mysterious places. Some locations that seem to defy science, contain unknown treasures, or have an aura of mystery. If you're fascinated by places with mythical origins or unexplained phenomena that'll give you goosebumps, you'll be intrigued by these enigmatic spots around the world. So today, we're going to talk about mysterious places on Earth. It's Friday, December the 20th, 2024. This is Midday Mate. Let's go.
So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. So this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. The near and the dear one, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year Christmas. And what have we done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. So happy Christmas. We hope you have fun. The new and the dear ones, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear.
That was Happy Xmas, War is Over by Josh Groban. Now, this is a very unusual Christmas song. Instead of evoking sleigh bells and mistletoe, it asks us to think about those who live in fear and collectively bring about the end of war. The call to action is the refrain, "War is over if you want it." Now, Josh Groban rose to prominence in the early 2000s and became the top-selling male pop artist of the decade, with album sales of over 20 million, which is incredible. He's known for his rich, classically trained tenor voice and his wide range of music, which includes classical, pop, and adult contemporary. We often think about Christmas as being about gifts and exchanging, I don't know, kisses, I guess, under mistletoe. But it is true. It is important to think of the people who are having a difficult time this season. And, around the world, there is so much going on. So I think it's a great idea to lend a thought to those who may not be having a wonderful time of the year. Still, a festive way to kick off the show this Friday, everybody. You're live in the studio in Busan this Friday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate. And you're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Kijang, Dongguan and Doksan areas. I'm your host, Nick. And I hope you're having a great Friday so far. It doesn't feel like a Friday for some strange reason, but I'm very happy that it is. We've got some people coming in saying hello. Soinim, welcome to the show. Good to see you on YouTube Live. Benny Nim as well. Good to see you. Let's have a look here. Drift Monkey Nim saying hello and that they're going home early because they finished work. Congratulations. I like it when companies let people go home early on Fridays or holidays. It's very nice. Soinim saying, 와, 니트 예뻐요. 아이고, 감사합니다. It's a very thick one. So I was waiting for the weather to get really cold before I wore it. And it's cold enough today. Actually, today, at least in Busan, it's a little bit warmer than yesterday, I think. Still, I think I'm justified in wearing such a thick sweater. But thank you very much. Sweater? I mean jumper. What's going on with me? We also have 만학도 영어님. Welcome to the show saying 안녕하세요. 저는 오늘 제가 가르치고 있는 만학도 학생들이랑 송년 점심 식사를 하기로 해서 인사만 하고 갈게요. 다들 midday mate 즐겁게 청취하시고요. 행복한 주말 보내세요. 만학도 영어님, I'm very happy that you at least came to say hello. And no worries, I hope you have a wonderful end-of-year lunch with your students and you have a great time. I'm sure they really appreciate that. Have a great day, my friend, and thanks for saying hi. Sangmin Park Nim, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Michael Kim Nim as well. Hello there. Good to see you. And then he said, 닉님 니트 못 봤네요. When the song is over, he'll take a look. The song is over. I hope you like it. I do hope you like it. Yeah. And then he goes, 오, 멋진데요? 저도 블루 계열 좋아하는데 잘 어울리시네요. 감사합니다. Yeah, I do like blue. Blue is a very nice color. Yeah. Also saying, midday mate는 브리티시 발음을 원어 없이 들어볼 수 있어서 너무 좋아요. 아이고, 감사합니다. I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm glad you understand it. Because I know some people who have trouble understanding the different accents of English, right? Actually, I've said this many times. My wife is American, She never understood half of what I was saying when we first met each other, but now, after a few years, I think she's just about learnt it. 좀 적응이 좀 된 것 같아, 이제. 5년 만에? 4년 만에? Whoops, I should know that. Anyway, welcome to the show, everyone. It's Friday. I'm going to let you know what's coming up in today's show. In hour number 1, we have Listomania. And this is where we've introduced various kinds of list. And today we're talking about mysterious places on Earth. There are lots of mysterious places on Earth. We're going to go over some of them. Maybe it will give you a bit of inspiration if you're looking to travel a bit next year. After that, Jeff is in the studio for Weekend Haps. And Jeff keeps us up to date with all things happening in and around Busan. In hour number 2, it does not stop. We have today's quotes, where we introduce encouraging quotes from famous people. Bite-sized banter after that. Daily fun conversations with a theme. Kimberly will be here there. And then Don't Make a Scene, where we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And then to round off the show, we're going to have Timeless Earworms. That's where we introduce English songs that are just unforgettable. Because they're earworms that are timeless, that live in your ear. And I promise you, it's a good thing, not something you need to see a doctor for. If you wanted to message him, but you're not quite sure what to say, I'm going to give you the question of the day. Okay, the question is, what was the most mysterious place you've ever been to? What is the most mysterious place you've ever been to? 가본 곳 중에 가장 신비로웠던 곳은 어디인가요? 가본 곳 중에 가장 신비로웠던 곳은 어디인가요?가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문입니다. You can send your messages to pound 9050, 샵 9050, to cost you 101. A Kakao message, just search for BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. You can also download the smartphone app, or even better, like I always say, hop onto YouTube, type in BEFM, and then click on Midday Mate. See me live in the studio, chat with all of the mates in the live chatting area. A great way to participate, have a bit more interactive fun as well. We have Jinli Nim coming in on YouTube Live as well, saying, Hi Nick, 오늘도 감사히 듣겠습니다. It's good to know you're here, Jinli Nim. Thank you for saying that, and I hope you're having a very pleasant day so far. Let's have a look. Okay. We're going to take a song break, and this was requested by listener Benny Nim. This is 마법의 성, The Magic Castle by 동방신기.
믿을 수 있나요? 나의 꿈 속에서 너는 마법에 빠진 공주란 걸 언제나 너를 향한 몸짓엔 수많은 어려움 뿐이지만 그러나 다시 너를 구하고 말 거라고 두 손을 모아 기도해줘 끝없는 용기와 지혜를 달라고 마법의 성을 지나 늪을 건너 어둠의 동굴 속 멀리 그대가
네, 동방신기의 마법의 성 들으셨습니다. That was requested by Benny-님. 감사합니다 for that wonderful song. It seems a lot of people like that song. Welcome back, everyone. It's 12:20 in the afternoon on a Friday. Hope you're having the most wonderful of days today. Even better if you're hanging out with me, of course. Anyway, let's have a look. We've got some messages coming in. Soinim talking about wearing clothes that you want to, but the weather not being appropriate. Saying, 저도 좋아하는 옷을 입고 싶어서 그 옷 입을 수 있는 날씨 기다리는 기분 잘합니다. 라고 하셨어요. For sure. I know. I remember when you buy a nice jacket, but the weather's still too hot, so you can't wear it for a few months. And then by the time you can wear it, it's like, yeah, it's old now. It's not as exciting to wear it now. I totally feel you. Michael Kim-님 also saying about the Englishness, saying, 닉님은 우리말도 뭔가 영국식으로 하시는 느낌입니다. 그렇습니까? Is that so? I don't know what that would sound like. Very, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe that's an okay thing. I don't mind. I guess my British English will seep into everything I say. At least you understand, though, so I'm very happy about that. Jenny Nim, welcome to the show, coming in on YouTube Live. Loving that song by 동방신기, saying, 와, 이 노래 너무 좋아하는데 오랜만에 듣네요. I'm glad that it was a blast from the past for you. Very glad you enjoyed it. Now, I also asked you a question just before the song break. What was the most mysterious place you've ever been to? 가본 곳 중에 가장 신비로웠던 곳은 어디인가요? 가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문입니다. Got a few messages coming in. 소희님 saying 가본 적은 없는데 가보고 싶은 곳은 있어요. Roswell. Wow, Roswell 가서 UFO 흔적 파헤치고 오기. That would be fun. 그리고 미국 세도나 지역이 엄청 신비한 에너지가 나온다고 해요. sorry. 엄청 신비한 에너지가 나온다고 해요. Oh, I would love to go to Roswell. I'm so curious about if there are any alien spaceship remnants left there. I would love to go. I would say, yeah, Roswell is one of the most mysterious places I've ever heard. On top of that, I would also say Area 51. Oh, there's a picture on YouTube Live now of Roswell, saying welcome to Roswell with a UFO on it. I guess they've made it into a tourist attraction. They've really capitalized on the whole alien theme. And now it looks pretty cool. I like that 50s retro style for sure. And Area 51, you just don't know what's in there. People try to get in, but people say the government is hiding aliens and things that humans cannot comprehend. So I would love to check that place out. Oh, conveniently, There's a map of Area 51 on our screen right now. Not so secret anymore, but just try getting in. You'll be turned away or worse, so be careful. Also saying they want to go to Sedona. I went to Sedona. Lots of like orange rock. It was beautiful in Arizona. And they said Sedona, Arizona라는 곳에 가면 특정한 곳에 그냥 있어도 배터리 충전되는 곳도 있고요. Whoa! 명상센터 같은 곳이 많다고 하네요. I did not know that about the batteries. That's scary. What is that like? The energy in the area is more, I don't know, more electrified. The magnetic force in Sedona is stronger, that it charges your batteries. That's crazy. I never went there, but I wish I did now. I kind of want to check it out. Let's have a look here. We've got Michael Kim님 saying 제가 가본 곳 중 미스터리라고 해야 할지 모르겠지만 정말 거대하다고 느낀 곳은 Grand Canyon이었습니다. 정말 엄청나더라고요. It's huge, right? And it looks like somebody took a chainsaw and cut the tops of the mountains off. So it's very flat and then very deep. It's really cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And then they also asked me, 그리고 나중에 기회가 된다면 스톤헨지도 직접 보고 싶습니다. 닉님은 혹시 보셨나요? 저는 못 봤습니다. I've never been to Stonehenge. Don't know why. I guess it's very famous for tourists, but people who live in England, unless you love history, never really think about going there. I would like to see it someday, for sure. Jenny님 saying 미국 땅이 넓어서 그런지 신비한 곳이 많군요. Yeah, for sure. America's a huge country. I'm sure there's a lot of mysterious things there. Likewise with Russia. Russia's a huge country. Australia is a huge country. China, India. There must be so many interesting things there, for sure. There's a picture of Stonehenge. There you go. It's quite pretty. Yeah. Never been though. Anyone ever been? Let me know if you have. Juliet Nim, welcome to the show. Saying sorry for being late. It's okay. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. All right. Now, if you wanted to know some more places, I've got Listomania right here. And this is where we're talking about mysterious places on Earth. Number 1 is in one of the pretty large countries. It's Lake Hillier in Australia. Now, it looks like something out of Greta Gerwig's Barbie Land, actually. But this pink lake is very real. Its name is Lake Hillier, and it's found on a small island off southwest Australia. There's a picture on YouTube Live for anyone who's watching, and it just looks magical. It looks like an alien land, and if you look at it from above, from a bird's eye view, 위에서 보면, it looks fake. I do not know how nature's pretty incredible, isn't it? So Lake Hillier is a saline lake, but the water's high salt content levels, said to be similar to those of the Dead Sea, is only one factor for the pink hue. The organisms living in Lake Hillier also contribute to the water staying pink year-round, and even once it's been bottled as well. It has plenty of living fish in its waters, and it's safe for swimming, although tourists aren't allowed in the water. I can see why. It might dirty up the area, right? And I'm sure everyone will want to go in there. That's incredible. If anyone has ever been there, let me know. Busan them coming and saying, wow, pinky. Yeah, for sure. That's one way to describe it. It is definitely quite pinky. Yeah. But it's beautiful. I would like to go sometime. All right. Next on the list, we have San Luis Valley in Colorado, USA. The San Luis Valley is located in southern Colorado and is one of the largest high desert valleys in the world. It's situated between the Sangre de Cristo mountain range on the east and the San Juan mountain range on the west. Now, the valley is about the size of Connecticut, extending 125 miles long and 65 miles wide, with an altitude of over 7,000 feet. It sits on top of the Rio Grande Rift, and the main river is the Rio Grande. Now, temperatures range from a mild mid-80 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't know what that is in Celsius, but I've got it in Fahrenheit. Has anyone got a translator? A Fahrenheit to Celsius translator? What's 80 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius? Somebody please let me know. But it's that in the summer, and then to a cold of minus 35 degrees Celsius, which is below zero in Celsius in the winter. Now, the valley is considered a desert, averaging less than 6 inches of rain a year. There is a water aquifer under the valley floor which provides water for the main resource, which is farming. Beautiful. All right, next on the list we have Al Nasla, a beautiful but bizarre rock formation divided in two. Now, Al Nasla is in Saudi Arabia, in the northwestern desert, consisting of two huge symmetrical stone blocks that are separated by a mysterious gap and sits on small pedestals. And we have Drift Monkey Nim just messaging in, telling us what 80 degrees Fahrenheit is, 26 degrees Celsius. Thank you for that information, my friend. It's pretty warm. Pretty warm. I wish it was that temperature right now in Korea. Okay, back to Al Nasla. The rock formation is in Saudi Arabian desert. Now it's formed of two big sandstones, separated by a mysterious pencil-thin gap. Now the gap is almost perfectly straight and smooth, dividing what was once a massive rock into symmetrical twins. Again, there is a picture on YouTube. It looks, I don't know, it looks so man-made, so precise. I wonder what could have carved such a huge, I don't know, divider, line, gap in it. Now, researchers suggest that for thousands of years after the rock split, wind and water went to work on the two halves. Now, the newly formed gap may have created a channel for winds carrying sand and other abrasive particles that have gradually eroded both sides of the rock until they were perfectly smooth, according to geology science. There you go, that, or it was aliens. You know, that's the explanation for the pyramids, the explanation for Stonehenge. If you don't know what did it, it was aliens or some kind of prehistoric human. It's probably unlikely, though. This isn't a conspiracy channel, by the way. Next on the list is Easter Island in Chile. Now, 1,289 miles away from the nearest inhabited land, Chile's Easter Island is the last word in isolation. At some point in history, it was occupied by a thriving group of intrepid Polynesians who built the enigmatic Moe statues, over 1,000 of them, staring blankly over the landscape, as a way to honor their ancestors. Now, you know what it reminds me of? Kind of reminds me of the Chile version of Dul Harobang, right? Kind of, I guess, you know, it's got the kind of like long stone face, very, very ominous looking. If I saw a giant one of those near me, it would probably freak me out a little bit. Very cool. And they appear to be carrying things on their head. However, by the time Dutch colonists landed on Easter Sunday, or Easter Island in 1722, the island was all but abandoned, its population severely depleted, and the island's barren landscape and curious monuments make it one of the most mysterious places in the world to explore. There you go. Have a look at some messages coming in. Let's have a look here. Oh, Juliet Nim on YouTube is saying a place that they thought was very mysterious, saying 제주도의 신비의 도로 일명 도깨비도로 있어요. 착시 현상으로 자동차 시도. I know this one. Yeah, I know this. When you what is it? 시동을 꺼진 상태에서 이 저절로 올라가는 느낌이 있죠. I've been there a long time ago, and it was really cool because I can't remember what's the science behind it. I guess it's just an optical illusion, right? You feel like it's uphill, but really it's slightly downhill. So there's a picture. So it looks like it's going uphill, but everyone is actually moving downhill. That's a really cool mystery of the world. That's a good one, Juliet Nim. I was actually thinking about that, but I couldn't quite remember where it was. Thank you for reminding us that it was in Jeju-do. I know we have a few people who listen from Jeju-do as well, so maybe you can check it out quite regularly, hey? All right, anyway, back to the list. We've got one more. This one, we're going to Poland for the Crooked Forest. The Crooked Forest, bending and curving at the roots in a J shape before scooping up towards the sky, the 400 trees in Poland's Crooked Forest are one of the world's weirdest unsolved botanical mysteries. They look like this, the sort of place a witch would hang out in, right? Like Hansel and Gretel forest kind of vibes. But these trees, they were planted. They didn't grow there naturally. They were planted in the 1930s. But at some point in their infancy, they started as normal trees, but then after not long, they started to take on this unusual curved shape. And thanks to the outbreak of World War II, nobody documented why or how. It's commonly thought that they were maybe bent by heavy snowfall, but some believe the area has a uniquely strong gravitational pull. That, or they were deliberately bent to make it look like some kind of avant-garde furniture. Who knows? The unanswered questions and the spooky aura around these gnarled trees make it one of the top mysterious places. There's a picture on YouTube Live for anyone who wants to see it. It does kind of look like some really hipstery, forest cafe where you can sit down on these unusual trees. Pretty amazing though. And even more amazing that nobody really knows how they got bent like that. That makes it a true mystery, right? And that was our list for Listomania, going over some of the most mysterious places in the world. Let me know if you have any more. I would love to hear some. We're going to take a quick song break first, and then we'll be back. This is What a Wonderful World by Hon.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shake hands saying, how do you do? But they're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow, but they'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
That was What a Wonderful World by Hon. A very different version of it, a very soft and calming version. Michael Kim on YouTube likes it, saying, 오, 이런 느낌으로 소프트한 버전의 이 What a Wonderful World라니. Yeah, it's nice to hear that variation too. Welcome back everyone to Midday Mate. It is 12:36 in the afternoon, and we were just talking about some of the most mysterious places in the world. And during that time, we got a lot of people telling us what mysterious places they've been to or would also like to go to. We have Choi Sung-nim saying, I've been to Halong Bay in Vietnam, and there's a lot of islands and no waves, no seagulls. It's quite peaceful vibes. You know what? Anywhere near water where there are no seagulls is truly a mystery, because seagulls like to attack all forms of coast. That's amazing. Never managed to been to Halong Bay. There's a picture right now on YouTube. It looks phenomenal, beautiful, like an avatar island. We have some more messages coming in. We have 소이님 saying, 닉, 속초에 있는 흔들바위 혹시 아세요? 밀면 떨어진 것처럼 흔들리는데 그뿐이에요. 그래서 매년 만우절에 이런 글이 올라와요. 한국관광원 미국인 A씨, 흔들바위 밀어 추락시켜. I've never heard of that. Okay, there's a picture on there right now. So it's in Sokcho. There is I guess it's called a shaking boulder, shaking rock, and then it shakes like it's got like 밀면 kind of like hanging from it. I mean, looking at that picture right now, I don't understand. I guess you push it and it shakes it a little bit. Oh, and then I guess you can see there, it looks like maybe an American, I guess, like the like the quote, trying to shake it and push it down. I've never heard of that. That's really cool. Is it actually movable? I wonder if it's actually movable. Oh, there you go. There's a better picture. It looks like, oh wow. It looks like if anyone pushes it, it's going to fall off of the cliff and injure someone. Maybe that's why people say that about Americans going to push it. I never heard of that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Michael Kim님 saying 경상북도 청송에 가면 주산지라는 산이 있는데 거기에 물속에 뿌리 내리고 계속 자라나는 나무가 있는 호수가 있답니다. 뉴질랜드의 자연 경관만큼 멋진 우리나라 산 중에 하나라고 생각합니다. No, I do not know. There's so many in Korea I didn't know either. And looking at the picture on YouTube Live right now, it looks beautiful, especially that fog and that mist rising up. It looks like something out of a fairy tale or a fantasy movie. And that's in 경상북도 in Cheongsong. I will add that to my mystery list. Thank you, Michael Kim Nim. Okay, they call it that. Oh, sometimes they use it as a movie taking place. That's really cool. Retro Nim, welcome to the show. Good to see you on YouTube Live saying, 저는 영국의 Sherwood Forest 가고 싶어요. Robin Hood. I've never been to Sherwood Forest. I didn't know it was a real place. I thought it was a make-believe. I thought it was fantasy. I did not know. I didn't know it was real. Oh no. Is it in England? I need to go and I need to visit it sometime. All right, so anyway, send me where the most mysterious place you've ever been to is. 가본 곳 중에 가장 신비로웠던 곳은 어디인지 알려주세요. pound 9050, 샵 9050 or a KakaoTalk message or a YouTube live comment. Even better. Don't go anywhere because Jeff is in the building. It's time for Obito Weekend Haps with my man Jeff. Hello.
How's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
It's been a weird week.
It's been a weird week. Has it been a mysterious week or a weird week?
Kind of alluding to what you started your show with, so it's not been a good week. Unfortunately, one of my closest friends here passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man.
Which is always bad.
Yeah.
However, we share the same first name.
Okay.
And so when another friend had posted something like, rest in peace to Jeff.
Yeah.
Some people assumed it was me.
Oh.
So he was getting a bunch of messages like, what happened to me? And I got messages. It was weird.
That's got to be confusing and a heartbreaking time as well. Sorry for your loss. I hope you're doing okay, man. Yeah. Well, on the subject of better mysterious things, on a bit of better news, have you been anywhere in the world that has really captured your attention? Like, whoa, that's crazy.
Two places. Three, but two are kind of the same. One was it's not mysterious, but it was just shocking. Like it's I think it's the American War Museum in Ho Chi Minh.
Okay.
And then I would think caves.
Caves.
If you've ever been inside caves before. So I went to one in Korea, actually.
Yeah.
This is in Gangwon-do. It's Hwamamdonggo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an old gold mine from back. It was a working gold mine back from the 1920s to like 1945.
Yeah.
And so they've kind of redone it all so you can walk through the cave and you're like going up and down stairs like this. It's just really something different.
So caves that cave in particular.
Yeah, I remember like going to one, that place. And so I had gone to some caves in Tennessee before. And like when they just black it out.
Yeah.
And you can't even see like
anything in front of you.
Oh. It's just different.
Not for anyone with claustrophobia.
No.
When I was in Vietnam, I went to the Mekong River, and I also went to the Ho Chi Minh Museum as well, and they showed the caves there that
the tunnels,
the tunnel, and they would call them the tunnel rats. Yeah. And I went through it, and loads of people there were having claustrophobia attacks because it was so narrow, and my back hurt, and I couldn't even imagine how people could be in there.
Do you know what they did with those tunnels?
Well, they trapped like soldiers in there.
Well, no. So what they used to do, that's how they got around. And so they at one point, for example, they would like shoot down an American helicopter, disassemble it, take it underground, rebuild it, disassemble it, rebuild it, and then use it against them.
I never got to the
They
parts
had
where it was big enough.
hospitals. They had hospitals under. It was crazy. The stuff that they did.
If you've ever been to Vietnam, you have to check those tunnels out. We've got some people saying, Jeff, I'm sorry for your loss as well.
you.
So, yeah. All right, let's talk about some news. What's going on?
Well, as a lot of people know and have been feeling the last year, probably actually since COVID, but the prices of things are still going up.
Humbug, yeah. I mean, it's not even humbug. Everyone is probably pretty annoyed by this. But tell us the true cost of everything.
Okay, so according to True Price, we're going to look at some personal services, dining examples.
Okay.
So the things that have risen the most have been dry cleaning, which was the highest. Women's haircuts at beauty salons have also increased. Public bathhouses have increased. Men's haircuts have increased. The only thing that they really said that have gone down are low-cost motels.
Oh, okay.
Not sure. I guess maybe because of supply and demand.
Priorities, right?
I guess. Food-wise, the most popular dishes, which are kimbap, jjajangmyeon, and bibimbap, saw the highest prices from up to 5% even just for kimbap. Jjajangmyeon also had a 5% increase. Bibimbap, also a 5% increase. Other foods that have gone up in price, naengmyeon, kalguksu, samgyeopsal, samgyetang, kimchi jjigae baekban. Everything just seems to be going up.
Yeah. Ever since I came to Korea, in about 12 years, I always thought that, eating out in the right places was very cheap compared to grocery shopping, because I always found in Korea, like, fresh produce, like lettuce, tomatoes, very expensive. So I would often go to eat, like, kimbap or jjigae as, like, a way to eat cheap. But these days, you're right, of course, with inflation, it has to go up, but it is starting to become quite noticeable, I think. So, yeah, I think some people are, they're stuck on what to do when money becomes an issue. What else is rising do we have?
Well, again, those just pretty much everything.
Everything.
But I remember there was a couple of years ago when there was like the 20,000 won barrier when chicken first hit it, and everybody was like, "Oh no!"
Oh, when it became banon.
Yeah.
When was that?
No, imanon.
Oh, imanon.
Yeah. So it was like, I think around
Recently.
COVID middle times.
I remember it being around 16,000원 for a long time. Yeah.
And then what happened with that was a lot of the supermarkets started making like 5,000원 chicken. And so those became kind of popular. And then they're getting up to like 3만 원 now, like 30,000 won for chicken, for pizza. For pizza.
We have Michael Kimnin messaging in saying 햄버거 세트는 이제 10,000원 밑으로는 잘 없는 것 같아요. There are no hamburger sets now for less than 10,000 won a lot of the time. Even some of the big fast food chains.
And another big thing with that too is that a lot of the delivery companies have been getting in trouble lately because they're not actually having the same price as in store. They're rising the price on the apps.
And then charging the pedal tip and everything on top of that. Dirty. Yeah. Shaking my finger at you. Please be responsible, because a lot of people like to eat out or order in. Okay, one thing my friends will know, I've been complaining about this for the past 2 years. The biggest price rise that I've seen, I like to cook at home, is olive oil. Olive oil is like double the price. That's not like olive oil used to be 10,000원 for 1 liter, roughly average. And now it's 20,000원 for 1 liter.
I noticed actually last week. So every like December, it's like the one thing I do for, I guess, holiday Christmas feel is I buy this big not jug, but what do you call it? Container of chocolate almonds.
Okay.
Chocolate covered almonds. I love those things.
Yeah.
And so I looked last week, 35,000 won.
How much did they used to be?
20?
Okay, that's a big price increase.
Maybe 22, but I was just like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it this year.
Hey, maybe
it's just crazy.
It's good. Then you cut out the chocolate anyway, which is probably not good for you. So it's expensive, so you don't eat it.
It's my Christmas tree.
Maybe someone will buy a Christmas present of chocolate-covered almonds. Everyone remember, that's Jeff's Christmas tree. All right, what else have we got news-wise?
Okay, just quickly looking at the year-end calendar, the cultural calendar, there's a lot of performances of the Nutcracker, the beloved ballet from over 130 years. It was first performed in 1892.
Wow.
But we've got a few performances going on at the Hanul Theater, at the Busan Cinema Center, and Gumbit Nuri Hall at the Gumjeong Cultural Center. Performances starting from tonight and going just a little bit after Christmas. The Busan City Ballet is also performing at the Gumjeong Cultural Center tonight and tomorrow. Then the Royal Classic Ballet at Dongso University Sohyang Theater. And then the Busan Ballet Theater at the Yeongdo Culture Center is the latest one, which is going on at the 27th.
Okay, lots of ballet, dancing things going on. Anything else that we've got?
Well, good for that.
Yeah.
Take your break and we'll come back with events.
Very good. All right, let's take a song break. This is All the Young Dudes by Mott the Hoople.
I'd kick it in the head when he was 25. Speed jive, don't wanna stay alive when you're 25. And when he's stealing clothes from Marks and Sparks, and Freddy's got spots from ripping off the stars from his face, funky little boat race. The television man is crazy, Sam with juvenile delinquent Rex. Oh man, I need TV when I got T-Rex. Oh brother, you get, I'm a good man. Oh, the young dude. Hey, dude. Carry the news. Where are you? Stand up. Carry the news. Oh, the young dude. I wanna hear you. Carry the news. I wanna see you. I wanna talk to you. All of you. Now. He's looking sweet 'cause he dresses like a queen, but he can kick like a mule. It's a real mean team, but we can love. Oh yes, we can love. And my brother's back at home with his Beatles and his Stones. We never got it off on that revolution stuff. What a drag. Too many snacks. Nah, I drunk a lot of wine and I'm feeling fine. Gotta raise some cap to bed. Oh, is there concrete all around? Or is it in my head? Yeah, I'm a good man. Oh, the young dude. Hey, dudes. Carry the news. Where are you? Boogaloo-doo. Stand up. Carry the news. Oh, the young dude. I wanna hear ya. Carry the news. I wanna see you. Boogaloo-doo. I wanna relate. Carry the news. Oh, the young dude. What news? Carry the news. Let's hear the news. Come on. Boogaloo-doo. I wanna kick you. Carry the news. Hey, you there. Oh, the young dude. With the glasses. Carry the news. I want you. I want you at the front. Carry the news. Now you're his friends. Now you bring it down. 'Cause I want it. Carry the news. I want it right here. Bring it. Come on. Bring it. Here you go. I wanted to do this for years. There you go. How did it feel?
That was All the Young Dudes by Mott the Hoople. Welcome back, everybody, to Midday Mate, and we're in the middle of Weekend Haps. We've been talking about some of the things going on around the city, including some of the ballet concerts going on and the steep rise in prices. We have a message from Soinim saying, olive oil, 공복에 한 스푼 마시면 건강에 좋다고 해서 큰 맘 먹고 한 병 사려고 하는데 가격이 진짜 비싸더라고요. I totally agree. It's so healthy for you. It's a great oil in salads and cooking. But she decided to try and buy it and realized, nope, too expensive. It's definitely odd there. All right, are we going to move on to some events happening now?
Yeah, so let's check out what's going on this weekend. So music-wise, at KBS Hall on Saturday and Sunday is Kim Tae-jin. And then tomorrow at Bexco Auditorium, Dynamic Duo is in town for a concert at 6.
Oh, I used to quite like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, events-wise, we still have all of the tree festivals going on, but there is a new light festival starting tonight, which is the Oncheoncheon Light Festival, which is going on at Oncheoncheon Stream. This one promises dazzling light sculptures, delicious food, and festive activities for all, and it's going on through February 2nd.
If anyone wants to go to Oncheoncheon, which is beautiful, please do not drive because there is no parking. I can never find parking in Oncheoncheon, so take public transportation.
Yeah. Also, one that we haven't mentioned yet is the Busan Wishing Well Mirror Pond Light Festival, which is going on at Busan Citizens Park Mirror Pond. So they've got like all these, like it's in the pond, but they've got all these like kind of light sculptures inside. It's kind of neat looking.
Cool.
Once again this weekend, the Christmas Village Busan at Space 1G. I've heard it's packed, so decide if you not want to go there or not.
Okay.
At Tomohon, which is the ex-mayor's house in Suyeonggu, there's the Busan Youth Local Festa. So again, it's another festival for Christmas tree. They have festive lighting and a market with locally produced goods. As we mentioned, the Nutcracker at Sohyung Theater Shinhan Hall, that's going on through Christmas from today. Saturday and Sunday, the Nutcracker at the Cinema Center by the Seoul Ballet Theater. Nanta gets underway today. Six special performances for Christmas at the Busan Cultural Center in Daeandong. At Bexco, we have the BWC Wedding Fair. Your favorite, the Reptile Fair, is back.
The Reptile Fair?
Yeah.
Do I like reptiles?
I don't know.
You mean I like geckos and...
Yeah, exotic animals, insects, and rare plants from all over the world.
I had friends who raised like lizards and geckos, and whenever I went to their house, I would just see like crickets in tubs everywhere. You know, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of gross." They're kind of cool. Like,
Have you ever eaten an insect?
I have eaten like pondegi and metugi in Korea, but I haven't really. I don't love it. I'll just do it for an experience. Do you like them?
No, but I have eaten both the same.
Yeah, you didn't eat like a gecko's food. You had the fried metugi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Not a fan. Yeah.
Kind of salty.
They are.
They cook them in like and then soy sauce.
The pondegi is cooked in soy sauce.
No, but the
metugi?
Yeah.
I thought it was just really, maybe a bit. It's just very crispy.
Yeah. It's crispy and salty.
Yeah,
but I thought it was just because it was more dark color that it was cooked in.
Maybe. I haven't seen metugi on the street. They still sell pondegi on the streets. Don't see much metugi. Jeff, thank you so much for bringing us all of this great stuff, great information about this city, especially in the run-up to Christmas. And I'll see you after Christmas. Have a merry one.
You as well, mate.
All right, we're going to end the first half here. Don't go anywhere. This is I'm Gonna Be Warm This Winter by Connie Francis.
We met at a ski lodge and we fell in love. Right by a fireplace, we shared our first embrace, and then inside my heart, I felt a fire start. It's gonna snow outside, the weather will be cold.
바다 축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로 하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
We are
The firefighter duo.
Winter is so dry. Let's prevent fire by keeping these 3 rules. If you take caution, you can prevent a fire.
The number one cause of fire in winter are electric blankets. Take special caution with highly flammable materials such as memory foam, toppers, and bedding.
Number 2, having too many appliances on the power outlet is dangerous. Always unplug all the appliances that you're not currently using.
Number 3, check the heater is off before leaving the house. Leaving it on for an extended period of time can cause a fire.
Let's all take part in preventing fire and have warm and safe winter this year.
Tune in to BEFM 부산영어방송 for an emergency broadcast.
This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
The time is now 1 o'clock.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Angels singing tidings bringing, angels singing good news bringing, angels singing tidings bringing, angels singing good news bringing. Christ by highest heaven adored, Christ the everlasting Lord. Late in time behold him come, offspring of the Virgin's womb. Veiled in flesh the Godhead see, hail the incarnate deity. Pleased as man with men to dwell, Jesus our Emmanuel. Singing tidings bringing, hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace, hail the Son of Righteousness. Light and life to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings. Mildly lays his glory by, born that man no more may die. Born to raise the sons of earth, born to give them second birth. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Angels singing tidings bringing, angels singing good news bringing, angels singing good news bringing.
That was Hark the Herald Angels Sing by Al Jarreau. Now, this Christmas classic, in this song, the angels are hearkening the birth of Christ, the newborn king. The song tells an abbreviated but very spirited version of the gospel story. The words to Hark the Herald Angels Sing were written by Charles Wesley, the brother of the founder of Methodism, John Wesley. He was inspired by the sounds of London church bells while walking to church on Christmas Day. The poem first appeared in Hymns and Sacred Poems in 1739 with the opening line of Hark how the welkin, which means heaven, rings. Now, Wesley's evangelist colleague, George Whitefield, altered it to the familiar opening line over the protests of the author in 1753. And I think this is a hymn and a carol that I think everybody knows from somewhere, at least for me, from when I was a kid. Well, you're live in the studio in Busan this Friday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate, the second half of the show. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Kijang, Cheongwan and Noksan areas. I'm your host, Nick, and it's Friday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's 1:04, so I assume a lot of people have just finished their lunch. I hope you had something delicious, but save room for dinner because Friday night dinners should always be a treat yourself, at least in my opinion. I'm going to let you know what's coming up in hour number 2 of the show. We have today's quote, where we introduce encouraging quotes from famous people. Bite-sized banter after that, daily fun conversations with a theme, and that's with Kimberly. Don't Make a Scene, where we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And then Timeless Earworms, where we introduce English songs that are just unforgettable. And of course, I'll be checking your messages throughout the show. I asked you a question in the first half. Today's question of the day is, what is the most mysterious place you've ever been to? Sorry, my voice is cracking. What is the most mysterious place you've ever been to? 가본 곳 중에 가장 신비로웠던 곳은 어디인가요? 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문입니다. We've got a few messages coming in. We have 4301번님 who might be messaging in for the first time saying 안녕하세요. 운전하며 듣다가 문자 남겨요. 25년도 더 오래전 필리핀의 밀림의 오지에서 봤던 밤과 밤하늘을 잊지 못해요. 밤하늘이 잡지에서 본 허블 망원경으로 찍은 하늘처럼 별 천지고 밤의 숲은 처음에는 무슨 트리 장식인 줄 알았는데 알고 보니 모두 반딧불이었어요. That sounds so beautiful. Somewhere in the Philippines a long time ago, it looked like there were all of these stars, but it was, like fireflies? Just the lights and the glow of fireflies, firebugs. That must have been magical. That sounds like a dream, sounds almost like a Miyazaki Studio Ghibli movie. That's awesome. I'm glad you experienced something like that. Definitely mysterious for sure. And there is a picture on YouTube Live right now. And yeah, it can totally look like a picture that was taken by the James Webb or the Hubble telescope. But in fact, it was fireflies, 반딧불. That's incredible. So beautiful. I would love to see a place like that. Thank you for sharing. We also have Jenny Nim who messaged in on YouTube Live saying 저는 호주의 12사도상, the 12 Apostles,가 제일 신기하더라고요. 해변에 거대한 돌들이 형성됐어요. 지금은 실제로 아마 8개만 남아있던 것 같아요. The 12 Apostles, and there are only 8 of them left in Australia. I've never seen that. But that was the most mysterious and the most kind of interesting for you. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing that. There's a picture again on YouTube. Our producer's on fire getting all these pictures. Again, beautiful. 역시 호주죠. Australia is a beautiful place. Michael Kimnim also messaging on YouTube Live saying, 이건 자연 경관은 아니긴 한데 베르사유 궁전 갔을 때 거울의 방의 규모가 엄청나더라고요. 그때 당시에 그런 크기의 궁전이라니. The Palace of Versailles Hall of Mirrors is very famous, right? And I guess the size of those mirrors was really, really big. 그 거울의 방의 규모가 엄청 난다고 하셨어요. And there's a picture online for you. Epic. That looks like a French palace for sure. Is it French? I think it's French or Spanish. French or Spanish? Oh my ignorance is showing. Nonetheless, it's beautiful. Drift Monkeynim just said on YouTube, I can see the Milky Way. I think you meant to say most nights, not moist nights, but I get what you're saying. That's incredible. You must live in a rural area where there is not much light pollution. 좀 빛공해가 없는 그런 곳에 사시군요. That's really cool. That's really cool. I wish I could see that. You know, Korea has a lot of beauty, but one thing, we do have a lot of lights, even at nighttime. A lot of the apartment buildings have their neon signs, so it can be difficult to see the stars at night, especially if you live in the city. That's awesome. That's got to be an amazing night you spend every night. All right. You can keep sending your messages to us to pound 9050, sharp 9050, should cost you 101. A Kakao Talk message, just search for BEFM or 부산영어방송. Download the smartphone app or go onto YouTube and just type in BEFM, click on Midday Mate, see me in the studio, and also talk with all of the lovely mates in the chatting area. We're going to take a quick song break and then we will be back with today's quote. This is In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry.
Women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you go down or a turn of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I dirty, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, last we're living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with us, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-da, yeah, we're happy, da-da-da, dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Summertime and we'll sing again. We go driving or maybe we'll settle down. If she's rich, if she's nice, bring your friends and we'll all go into town. Women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you go down or a turn of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I dirty, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, last we're living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with us, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-da, yeah, we're happy, da-da-da, dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da.
just listened to In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry. Welcoming you back to Midday Mate. It's 1:13 in the afternoon. Today we're talking about mysterious places, which is really another word for saying really, really cool places, I think, because lots of really amazing places have been suggested so far throughout the show. We talked a bit about some of the lights not being so visible. We had Maya Hanim, welcome to the show, saying some of the prettiest night lights you see in Korea are the Ulsan factory for people working overtime. Yeah, I guess though, it's not just here, is it? I guess it's any city you go to in the world is just so much light pollution, right? You can't escape it. But in Korea, even in Korea, you go to some of the countrysides, you go somewhere maybe on a slightly higher altitude. I'm sure there's going to be great sights of the Milky Way, of the planets, of the stars. It's just that, we live right now in the concrete jungle, which has its ups and its downs, for sure. Yeah. But welcome to the show. Hope you're having a great day, Mayanim. We have Neil Nim messaging in saying, let's have a look here. 이 겨울 연가에 나왔던 외도 가봤는데 이 열대 식물도 있고 환상의 섬처럼 느껴지더라고요. 배 타고 가면 2시간 동안 볼 수 있었는데 요즘은 더 잘 돼 있다고 하네요. Yeah, 외도. I went there last year, I think. It was beautiful. If you're looking on YouTube Live, there are pictures. It's got this very, almost like an Italian Tuscany wine vineyard feel to it. There are cafes there. It's very beautiful. But my favorite part was when you take the boats even further and you just take a boat trip around these really peculiar looking rocks, almost like huge cliffs. It's incredibly, it's definitely a beautiful sight. I want to do it again. It really left a good impression. If anyone hasn't been, Wedo is a great place to check out. And it's used, like Neil Nim said, it's used in dramas as well because it's that beautiful and popular. Keep sending me where you think is the most mysterious and beautiful place in the world. In the meantime, we're going to go on to today's quote, and this is where we introduce an encouraging quote from a famous or influential person. Today is a quote by Dr. Seuss. I think that's how you pronounce his name. You know Dr. Seuss, the cat in the hat, the author, right? This is a quote by him. Sometimes the questions are complicated, and the answers are simple. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. 가끔씩 질문은 복잡합니다. 그리고 해답은 간단합니다. Now, Dr. Seuss was born in 1904 and lived until 1991, was a very famous American children's author and cartoonist. He's known for his work writing and illustrating more than 60 books. His work includes many of the most popular children's books of all time, like we mentioned, selling over 600 million copies and being translated into more than 20 languages by the time of his death. So the quote, sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple, is a quote that is attributed to Dr. Seuss, of course. The meaning of the quote is that sometimes we make our lives too complicated, and then we fail to realize that the answers to these complicated questions are actually very simple. In the modern world, our lives tend to seem very complicated and very stressful, right? We often have a hard time dealing with all of the things that we think we need to do each day. Work, family, finances, money, friends. You've got so much on your plate, it's really difficult to handle it. So, scheduling our lives and dealing with these schedules can seem very complicated. However, it might be that there is a simple answer to the problem. It might be that we simply need to do fewer things and worry about fewer things. This would be an example of a simple answer to a question that seems complicated. I guess what I'm sensing here is chill out, bro. In a way, right? Don't get so stressed, man. Stop having so many worries, man. Yeah, I'm getting that kind of vibe, which is great, and I totally agree with it. Drift Monkey Nim saying, oh, that's a good one. Benny Nim saying, the quote equals 너무 좋다. Yeah, I totally agree. And that was today's quote by Dr. Seuss. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. 가끔씩 질문은 복잡합니다. 그리고 해답은 간단합니다. Basically, don't make the question so complicated. Simplify yourself. Simplify life, if you can. And that was today's quote. We bring a bit of influence, a bit of encouragement every single day. We're going to take a song break and then we'll be back with Bite-Size Banter. This is Jump to the Beat by Stacey Lattisaw.
The price you paid was dear. You make the moves come alive, yet movements dance with fear. Your specialty's only nights as you and pride compete. Neglect the pain you hide. Come on and dance with me.
Welcome back to Midday Mate. It's time for Bite-Size Banter, and for that we have Kimberly in the studio. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Sorry to cut you off.
It's okay.
It is a happy Friday. Why is it happy for you? What makes you happy these days?
Because, something big is coming up next week.
It's Christmas.
Yes.
Crimbo slice, as they call it. Have you heard that one before?
I've never heard of that one before.
I think I've seen a meme of Kimbo Slice wearing a Christmas hat.
Really?
And he called it Crimbo Slice.
Oh, my.
Crimbo, yeah, Happy Crimbo.
Happy Crimbo.
Yeah. I say that for anyone who's just listening and have no idea what I'm talking about, it was Kimberly's nickname. 고등학교 때 김블리의 별명이었대요. Yeah.
Kimbo Slice.
Research Kimbo Slice if you want to know who that is. Anyway, what's today's topic?
Today's question is, what's the most adventurous thing you've done this year?
Most adventurous.
Yes.
올해 가장 모험적인 일이 무엇이었나요? Tell me, what is something adventurous you've done?
Actually, looking back of 2024, I wasn't very adventurous per se. It was a very boring kind of year, kind of played it safe. But as we're nearing the end of the year and I reflect back again, I think the most adventurous thing was this, BFM.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Super out of my comfort zone, but I've always wanted to get into radio and voice acting. And so here we are, finally doing it.
You know, I did think actually you have a good voice for animations. I think you would make a good, like, you know, this thing, princess kind of thing.
I would love that.
Yeah. Say something from Frozen. Say something.
I don't know.
Oh, see, even that, you would play like the little cute buttercup or whatever. Like,
Do you want to build a snowman?
yeah, you sound like young Elsa.
Oh my.
Yeah. I think that would be good.
That's the best compliment I've heard this year.
It is. You're welcome. You know, I do voice stuff as well, and it's been good for a few years, but the rise of artificial intelligence is killing the industry.
Really?
It is. It's maybe like 5 years too late.
Oh no.
But don't give up your dreams.
Okay.
Don't give
I'll
up.
still try.
Because AI still lacks some of that heart.
Right.
You know,
They don't have that emotion, right?
I mean, it's very good these days. Like, some of them are scarily good. But if you're listening, you can tell, you know, certain inflections are kind of odd.
Right.
Emphasis on certain words are a little bit odd. But yeah, you should keep going. And that's awesome. So this was a big adventure for you, starting radio. It's something you said you've always wanted to do.
Yes. So I started in July this year, and I can't believe it's already December, and I've been here.
Oh yeah. Is Midday Mate the first one you did?
It is not the first one, actually.
What did you do?
I did Morning Wave first.
Really?
Student reporters, and then Midday Mate.
Oh, so we're the third option.
But you know, third's the charm.
Lucky number 3.
Uh-huh.
Good answer. Good answer.
Phew.
Where do you hope to take this in the future?
I mean, whatever opportunities arise, I think I would just take all of them.
Yeah. Okay, take them all. For sure.
And yourself? Adventurous.
I mean, earlier this week I already talked about the traveling that I did. That ended in May. So that was definitely the most. But I've already talked about that. So I'll think of something different. I would say, I guess I don't know, it's too much of like personal life, which I probably shouldn't talk about on air. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I bought... No, I can't even say that. I haven't really done anything adventurous this year.
No, let's...
Actually, because since I came back to Korea, when I was traveling, for the last 3 months of traveling, I just kept thinking about Busan and how 너무 보고 싶었어. I really miss Busan. So when I came back, I was so happy to settle down again, kind of like dig my roots in. You know, like 좀 자리 잡은 것 같아요, 이제.
That's good.
So I feel like it hasn't been an adventure, but I'm not looking for an adventure.
Right now.
Yeah, I had my adventure. Now I'm just looking to be a bit stable.
That's good.
Which I like. But, you know, one day it is starting to catch up with me. There are moments where I get that pang. Oh, I want to go to this country now.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Or the year after.
Maybe. We'll see. But right now, I think the biggest adventure is, I guess, you know, now that I'm married, it's been 3 years since I've been married.
3 years.
I got married in 2021.
Wow.
Yes.
선배님.
Oh, really? How long have you been married?
2023.
Oh, only last year? Oh, wow.
Only a year and a half now.
Yeah, 후배님. Yeah. No, you know, every day is an adventure. That's the cop-out answer.
That's how we'll end today.
For sure. Listeners, what's the most adventurous thing you've done this year? Tell us. I know I was a little bit secretive, but if there's anything that you want to boast about, whether it's travel or something you achieved, let us know. Kimberly, thank you so much, and I'll catch you next week.
See you next week.
Bye. That was Bite-Size Banter talking about something. What's the most adventurous thing you've done this year? I mean, not all of us are adventurous people, so it might be difficult at times, but you heard some of our answers. Let's have a look here. We have Drift Monkeynim saying, this year was spent building 4 cars, saving and building a garage edition. No adventures. Hey, that's I would call that a kind of adventure. It's adventurous, right? You're creating something, you're building things. That's really cool. And that's, I assume, for your own personal projects or for your company, I'm not sure. But still, that's really cool. Benny Nim saying, the adventurous thing that I did is visit one of my cousin's houses after we took a vacation last month. The reason, our family is happy to look at the house and slowly getting a silent housewarming for the family. That's really sweet. That's a very humble, adventurous thing. And I hope your cousin's house was very nice as well and that you enjoyed your vacation. That's really cool. Traveling is, of course, one of the best adventurous things. Retro Nim, I know what you're going to say. He says, 제 올해 adventurous thing은 웨딩이죠. 그렇죠. Yeah, that was the biggest adventure leap you probably took. And the good thing is, my friend, the adventures will continue. Now that you have found your forever partner, I hope, that you'll have many, many adventures together. So you just got married. This is the best time. Enjoy, my friend. Enjoy it. Life is an adventure, especially for you. And Benny Nim encouraging Kimberly, because Kimberly wanted to do like a voice stuff and voice acting. And she did on All Star English. Yeah, I heard she filled in as a guest, which is really cool. You might be seeing more of her very, very soon as well. Well, everyone, that was today's bite-sized banter. We'll have this segment every single day. We're going to take a quick song break, and then we'll be back with Don't Make a Scene. This is Together Forever by Rick Astley.
Satisfy
just listened to Together Forever by Rick Astley. What a classic right there. We had Maya Hanem on YouTube saying, 와, 이 노래 정말 오랜만에 듣네요. And then J.K. Nim also coming in. Welcome to the show, my friend. Saying, nice, brings back all the memories. Yeah, Rick Astley has that nostalgic vibe to him. Anytime I hear a Rick Astley song, I get a bit worried because I've been Rick-rolled so many times in my life. For anyone who doesn't know what Rick-rolling is, it's basically when you get clickbaited. You click on a really interesting video, or you think it's going to be very interesting, but the video doesn't come out. Instead, Rick Astley is there singing Never Gonna Give You Up. So, yeah, he's a great artist nonetheless. We also had 팽수 아빠님 saying 노래 듣고 전 점심 먹으러 나가봐야 해서 이만 종료합니다. 다음 주에 만나요. Have a great lunch, my friend. Thank you for joining in temporarily, and I hope you have a great weekend too. Drift Monkeynim also saying, the song reminds me of the buttons on an older car's radio. Kind of blue, but see-through with green backlighting. Huh. I guess this song has that kind of meaning for you. I guess the kind of 80s feel, maybe like older kind of feeling. I think that's what you're talking about. I might be wrong. Anyway, this is Don't Make a Scene time, and this is where we do make a scene by taking a movie or a TV show, listening to a clip, breaking it up into 5 days, and learning one expression each day. This week, we are going over the animated classic, The Lion King. Great movie from the 90s, and we're going over the scene where Scar, the evil Uncle Lion, is playing with his food, which is a mouse, and then Zazu, Rowan Atkinson's character, comes in and disturbs him, and the mouse escapes. They argue, and then Mufasa comes in and kind of threatens Scar. So let's listen to the clip once more.
Life's not fair, is it? You see, I shall never be king. And you shall never see the light of another day. And you...
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with your food?
Oh, now look, Zazu, you've made me lose my lunch.
Ha! You'll lose more than that when the king gets through with you. He's as mad as a hippo with a hernia.
Ooh, I quiver with fear.
Now, Scar, don't look at me that way. Help!
Scar. Drop him.
Impeccable timing, Your Majesty.
Sarabi and I didn't see you at the presentation of Simba.
That was today? Oh, I feel simply Must have slipped my mind.
Don't turn your back on me, Scar.
Oh, no, Mufasa. Perhaps you shouldn't turn your back on me.
Is that a challenge?
Temper. I wouldn't dream of challenging you.
And that was the clip from Lion King for the first time. Drift Monkeynim messaging in saying, oh, the movie poster cover says 95 at the bottom. Yeah, it does. But I'm pretty sure it's released in 94. Maybe this is the Korean. Oh, no. So it won the 95 Academy Award. I think that's what it says, right? Yeah. Oh, for music. Yeah, it won the Academy Award for music in 95. So the movie did come out in 94. There you go. Also saying hippo with a hernia. You know, I was tempted to go over the phrase hippo. He's as mad as a hippo with a hernia. But it's so 좀 너무 엉뚱한 표현이라서 별로 유용하지 않을 줄 알았어요. So I didn't do that. So, yeah. Today we're going over the expression, I wouldn't dream of challenging you. I wouldn't dream of challenging you, as Scar or Jeremy Irons would say. Now, this is a really good expression. I wouldn't dream of something. The phrase emphasizes that the action in question is almost unthinkable, that you could never do it. So I wouldn't dream of 땡땡땡은 어떤 행동을 절대 고려하지 않을 정도로 생각지도 않는다는 뜻으로 상대방을 존중하거나 안심시킬 때 사용되는 표현입니다. So it can be used in a lot of situations. For example, I wouldn't dream of lying to you. 당신에게 거짓말을 할 생각조차 없어요. 절대 거짓말하지 않을게요. I'll never lie to you. I wouldn't dream. So I wouldn't dream이라고 하면 조금 더 강조하는 느낌이 있어요. I wouldn't dream of lying to you. You know when they say it like that, it sounds like they're going to lie. So, yeah. Here's another one. I wouldn't dream of missing your wedding. It's such an important day. 네 결혼식을 절대 놓치지 않을 거야. I wouldn't dream of it. You know, it's such an important day. 정말 중요한 날이잖아. Maybe you can say, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good example. I wouldn't dream of being disrespectful to my elders. 어른들에게 무례하게 행동할 생각은 전혀 없어요. I wouldn't dream of being disrespectful. Yeah. Okay. Any other ones? Let's have a look here. No, I think that's pretty good. So, in short, you can use this expression in lots of situations when you really want to emphasize that you will absolutely, positively never do something. 어떤 행동을 절대 고려하지 않을 때, 정도로 생각지도 않는다는 뜻으로 쓸 수 있습니다. So yeah, let's listen to that line one more time.
I wouldn't dream of challenging you.
And here he says, I wouldn't dream of challenging you. So I wouldn't dream of, fighting you. I wouldn't dream of going against you. So that was the end of Lion King. That's the end of the movie. So stay tuned until next week because we're going to find out what movie or TV show we'll be going over for the Christmas week. Don't hold your hopes for a Christmas movie unless I can find one, but still. All right, so we're going to take a song break and then we'll be back with Timeless Earworms. This is Rock This Town by Stray Cats.
Well, lady and me went out late Saturday night. I had my hair piled tight and the baby just looked so right. Well, hey, pick up a 10, gotta have you on my two. Mama, I don't know what I got from you, but that's alright, 'cause we're looking as cool as can be. Well, we found a little place that really didn't look half bad. I have a whiskey on the rocks and change up a dollar for the jukebox. Well, I put a quarter right into that can, but all they played was disco man. Come on, baby, baby, let's get out of here right away. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, make them scream and shout. Let's rock, 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 man, rock. We're gonna rock till we pop. We're gonna rock till we drop. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out.
We just listened to Rock This Town by Stray Cats, welcoming you back to Midday Mate. It is 1:42 in the afternoon. We did just come back from Don't Make a Scene. We've been going over The Lion King this week, learning some interesting and hopefully some useful expressions. Today's one was I wouldn't dream of challenging you. I wouldn't dream of something. Some examples coming in, some good ones. Drift Monkeynim saying, I wouldn't dream of eating your chocolate from the cupboard. It sounds like you are going to eat my chocolate from the cupboard. Benny Nim saying, I wouldn't dream of bringing your table to play a board game. That's a very unique situation. I wonder what kind of scenario you've experienced. Have you stolen somebody's table to play a board game before? That's not so bad. Sounds like you've done it. Jenny Nim saying, I wouldn't dream of skipping Midday Mate. That's a good one. I like that. I wouldn't dream of skipping it. I'll listen every day. 전 절대 놓치지 않을게요. Really good examples. Next week, we're going to have a new movie or TV show. We've got more messages coming in. We have 1191번님 sending a very heartfelt message saying, 올해는 집에 많은 일이 있었어요. 여름 이후에 아빠가 연달아 병원에 입원하셨어요. 이제 조금 병원하는데 내년엔 우리 집뿐 아니라 모두 건강했으면 합니다. 살아보니 건강이 최고예요. Well, thank you for telling us, that things haven't been so great so far this year. I am glad that things have stabilized a little bit with your parents, and I really hope and pray that they stay healthy and that you stay healthy. And I hope next year you can spend a lot of time together and all take care of your health. Thank you for wishing us a healthy life as well. Health is very important, and especially in these cold times where we are very prone to sickness, more people will be getting sick. So yeah, take care of your health. Thank you 1191번님 for your sincere, heartfelt message. I really appreciate it. It is now time for our next segment, but it's not time to say goodbye yet, because Choi Sung-nim says, I wouldn't dream of saying goodbye on Kakao Talk. That's great. I like that. Sometimes I wish I didn't have to say goodbye, but I get hungry. All right, Timeless Earworms time. This is where we go over a classic, unforgettable song. And this song is by Kylie Minogue, and it is The Locomotion. It's interesting, because a locomotive is a train. A locomotive is a train. Like there is a locomotive, a train riding on the tracks. But it's spelled loco, 다시, hyphen, motion. And loco in Spanish, doesn't loco mean crazy? He's loco. I think I've heard that a lot of times. Maybe it's a play on words. Anyway, this song is actually a cover song sung by Little Eva in 1962. The cover of this song was the first hit for Australian singer Kylie Minogue, and it was released in 1987 and was the biggest selling single of the 80s in Australia. And her only hit, number 3 in the US until 2002, when she struck with Can't Get You Out of My Head. Kylie Minogue, who was born in 1968, is an Australian singer, songwriter, and actress. She's frequently referred to as the Princess of Pop, and she's achieved recognition in both the music industry and fashion world as a major style icon. Her accolades include 2 Grammy Awards, 4 Brit Awards, and 18 ARIA Music Awards. And Minogue is the highest-selling Australian female artist of all time, with sales surpassing 80 million records worldwide. In 2024, Time named her as one of the most influential people of the world. I remember growing up when that song, Can't Get You Out of My Head, it took over all of the music channels. Even in England, every time I turned the channel, it was Kylie Minogue with I Can't Get You Out of My Head. But this song is the Locomotion. And Maya Hanim messaging in saying, Loca is crazy. 맞아요. Saying also Kylie Minogue is a very, I don't know, can I say it? Yeah, very sexy, older lady. For sure. Many people might think she's a very attractive lady. And we're going to listen to one of her great songs. That wasn't me that said that, by the way. This is Kylie Minogue with The Locomotion.
Every
that was The Locomotion by Kylie Minogue. That just screams 80s vibes for me as well. If you're looking at the album art as well, it's just typical 80s. Kylie Minogue, at the height of her fame, legendary singer. We have Chae Sung-nim messaging in saying, it's a very catchy song. I totally agree. It's one of those songs that I'm probably, when I finish the show, I'm going to be walking home, and it's going to be replaying in my head. So 많이 맴돌아가지고 it's a very catchy song. But I'm glad you liked it. SHK-님 saying, I know this song. It's very famous, right? Yeah, it rocketed Kylie Minogue to fame. Benny Nim also saying Kylie Minogue is a legend. And that was our song for Timeless Earworms. The time is now 1:51 in the afternoon. We've come to the end of the show and end of a week, everybody. I hope you've had a great week so far. I'm really thankful that you've joined me over the past 5 days. And I hope you will have an absolutely amazing weekend. Remember, if you want to catch up on some of the highlights, we do have the weekend edition over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Otherwise, I'll catch you on Monday for the next live show where we count down the last few days to Christmas. Exciting stuff. It's exciting stuff. Benny Nim saying, time flies next week. It's the season again of Christmas. I'm looking forward to it, everybody. And on that note, I will leave you with our last song. This is Common People by Pulp. Everybody have a fantastic weekend.
She came from Greece, she had a thirst for knowledge. She studied sculpture at St. Martin's College. That's where I caught her eye. She told me that her dad was loaded. I said, in that case I'll have rum and Coca-Cola. She said, fine. And then in 30 seconds time, she said, I wanna live like common people. I wanna do whatever common people do. Wanna sleep with common people. I wanna sleep with common people like you. What else could I do? I said, I'll see what I can do. I took her to a supermarket. I don't know why, but I had to start it somewhere. So it started there. I said, pretend you got no money. And she just laughed and said, oh, you're so funny. I said, yeah. I can't see anyone else smiling. Are you sure? You wanna live like common people. You wanna see whatever common people see. Wanna sleep with common people. You wanna sleep with common people like me. But she didn't understand. And she just smiled and held my hand. I went to flash above the shop. I cut your hair and get a job. I smoke some facts and play some pool. Pretend you never went to school. Still you'll never get it right. It's when you're laid in bed at night, watching roaches climb the wall. If you called your dad, he could stop it. Oh yeah, you'll never live like common people. tail inside out. 'Cause everybody hates a tourist, especially one who thinks it's all such a laugh. Yeah, and the tip stays in Greece. Oh, come out in the bath. You will never understand how it feels to